The Nigerian government, in collaboration with the Russian government, is set to construct 2 nuclear power projects in the country. Recall that in 2017, Russia entered into an agreement with Nigeria to construct and manage a nuclear power plant, the first of its kind in Africa. The agreement included the establishment of a research center to accommodate a nuclear research reactor. The agreement was built upon a memorandum of understanding inked the previous year between the Nigerian Atomic Energy Commission and Rosatom, a Russian company specialized in building nuclear reactors. The collaboration aims to erect 4 nuclear power plants at a total cost of $20 billion, with a combined capacity of 4,800 megawatts projected by 2035. Both countries are currently and actively implementing practical steps and training personnel to expedite the project execution. Also, the Nigerian Atomic Energy Commission and Russia's Rosatom are working together to streamline the process. Nigeria is exploring the full potential of nuclear technology, encompassing not just electricity generation but also applications in medicine, agriculture, and industries. Back in 2009, the Nigerian and Russian government agreed upon the exploration of uranium in Nigeria. This cooperation agreement paved way for further agreement for Russia to facilitate research into the construction of nuclear power reactors in Nigeria in July 2011. This agreement was made between Russia's state-owned corporation Rosatom and the Nigerian Atomic Nuclear Regulatory Authority (NNRA). In June 2012, Rosatom confirmed Russia's financing for Nigeria, and in 2015, an intergovernmental agreement established a partnership to facilitate the operations of Nigeria's first unit by 2025, which doesn't seem to be visible as this is 2024, and a total of 4,800 megawatts in operations by 2035. One of the sites identified for the construction of one of the reactors is the Geregu site, which was identified in 2010 and confirmed alongside the Itu location. Furthermore, at a conference hosted by the International Atomic Energy Agency in 2017, Rosatom and the Nigerian Atomic Energy Commission signed an agreement for an operation and construction partnership between the two. At the time, it was noted that nuclear technology will strengthen Nigeria's position as a leading country on the African continent. These are large-scale projects of strategic importance, and they will set the pace for relationships between Nigeria and the rest of Africa. Both the Geregu and Itu sites were included in the plans set forth by the agreement made between Rosatom and Nigeria. In March 2022, it was noted that Nigeria was actually working with several countries to facilitate the development of a robust nuclear program in the country. As earlier stated, the Nigerian Atomic Energy Commission selected the Geregu site alongside the Itu site with a total estimated investment of $20 billion in July 2015. The power plant is being developed under a build, own, operate partnership between Russian-owned corporation Rosatom and the Nigerian government. Part of this agreement stipulates that Russian financing will be provided as an option for the project, and that ownership and operations will be transferred to the Nigerian government nuclear regulatory arm after the development of the Geregu nuclear power plant. As good as the conceptualization of this project may sound, activists in Nigeria as well as international entities have expressed concern over Nigeria's decision to introduce a civil nuclear program in the country, as well as concern for Nigeria's partnership with Rosatom in this pursuit. In 2019, the Environmental Rights Actions and Friends of the Earth Nigeria expressed concerns over the implementation of Nigeria's nuclear energy plant. This concern was issued in response to an explosion and radiation release in Russia that led to mass evacuation and high levels of radiation near the facility, as well as several deaths. Nigeria's pursuit for nuclear energy has been marked by significant development, and its commitment to establishing a robust nuclear energy program, in particular, small modular reactors, are one of the options that Nigeria is also considering to introduce to its energy mix. In 1995, Nigeria promulgated the Nuclear Safety and Radiation Protection Act 19, establishing the Nigerian Nuclear Regulatory Authority as an independent regulatory body responsible for nuclear safety and radiological protection in the country. The legislation empowers the NNRA to provide training, information and guidance on nuclear safety and radiation protection, categorize and license activities involving ionizing radiation exposure, and create regulations for various aspects of nuclear activities. Due to the proposed construction of the 2 nuclear reactors in Nigeria, the Act has been reviewed and expanded to encompass nuclear safety, security, and safeguard regulations covering all aspects of nuclear power program following public hearings. The NNRO's mission includes developing the regulatory infrastructure necessary for Nigeria's nuclear power program to meet international standards and best practices. Moreover, the NNRO is working on establishing the regulatory framework for the national nuclear power program, focusing on safety, security, and cooperation with international stakeholders. In Nigeria, a comprehensive national energy master plan has been developed to translate the provisions of the national energy policy into implementable projects. The National Energy Master Plan outlines various activities and programs, complete with timelines to achieve the desired objectives, including the introduction of nuclear energy in Nigeria's energy mix. Furthermore, an Inter-Ministerial Committee on Energy Resources was established by the government in April 2004. This committee concluded that nuclear power should be introduced into the national electric power generation mix, emphasizing the importance of diversifying energy sources to meet growing demands. According to the National Energy Master Plan, the contribution of nuclear energy to the national electricity grid was projected to start with 1,000 megawatts by 2025 and to be increased within an interval of 5 years to 4,000 megawatts by 2030. The timeline might have been delayed, but this demonstrates Nigeria's commitment to scaling up nuclear energy within the energy landscape. The revised National Energy Policy in 2022 contains provisions that underscores the nation's commitment to promoting the development of nuclear energy for peaceful purposes. The policy emphasizes paying adequate attention to safety, security, and safeguard issues in the pursuit and operations of nuclear programs. Additionally, the National Energy Policy highlighted the need for continuously strengthening all institutional frameworks, both legal and legislative, to ensure their effective implementation. The nation is also committed to facilitating and sustaining cooperations with the International Atomic Energy Agency and other international stakeholders in the peaceful use of nuclear energy. Currently, Nigeria possesses a 34-kilowatt research reactor at the Center for Energy Research and Training and various open radioactive sources for research. Also, Nigeria is currently seeking partnership with international stakeholders as it has currently signed memorandum of understandings for cooperations with key nuclear organizations and countries, including the United States National Regulatory Commission, the United States Department of Energy, the European Commission, South Africa's National Nuclear Regulator, and several others. Additionally, the Nigerian government is currently discussing potential memorandum of understandings with regulators in Morocco and Belarus. Finally, Nigeria's journey towards embracing the development of 8 nuclear reactors as part of its nuclear energy program reflects the nation's commitment to sustainable and reliable energy sources. The challenges faced are substantial, but with the right international collaborations, public engagement, and legislative framework, Nigeria is well positioned to achieve its goals and contribute to the growing global interest in the development of nuclear reactors as a cleaner and more accessible energy solution. The nation's determination to harness the potentials of nuclear energy demonstrates its dedication to meeting the energy needs of its growing population and contributing to the broader energy landscape.